Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the MC Swirl Podcast. How is everyone doing?
Hello, everyone. Hello. We miss you so much. My swirlies. Is that how we're gonna call our
I don't know, swirls. Yeah,
swirlies? I like
yeah.
swirlies better.
Oh my gosh, y'all. It's been a few good weeks actually. We had to stop recording, like making our podcast because I had gotten sick.
Yeah, that's also something that recently it's been going around in the
Yeah.
United States. It's just so weird. I mean, compared to how it was back in a few years, at least this is mild.
Yeah, but I did get really sick, you guys. I was out of work for I want to say like 3 days, and then I couldn't go to church either. So that also includes the weekend. So that's what, like 3, 4, 5 days in total with antibiotics, and I had to recover. So I really didn't have a voice to record. So there would have been a point to even do the podcast at that moment. And then he was overworking. You were doing overnights, right?
Oh yeah, almost doing overtime like every single day, almost all the time.
Hmm.
I was almost like doing 10-hour shifts most of the days. Usually I will try to like not do overtime every single day, but the thing is that uh, guys, we usually don't have this podcast as a main source of income. We work outside the podcast.
Right.
Yeah, we are like you folks. We have our 9 to 5s. It's just that my 9 to 5 it's a night.
And you guys, every single time we were like, okay, let's try to do it now, something would come up like, I don't feel well, or I'm just too tired. I don't want to see screens. I don't even want to get on. Like, it got to that point where I was like, okay, we'll get to it when we get to it. At this point, it is what it is because we just needed to be better physically and, yeah, more so physically because mentally we're fine.
Oh yeah, no, mentally
It's just
fine.
physically and like immune systems here and there, allergies. I still have allergies, you guys. I don't know if you could tell, but I do suffer from allergies, and we bought an air purifier, so that's helping me a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, one thing for sure though that it's way worse than the sickness that we had was
Yeah.
these gas prices. Have you seen the gas prices? No, man, almost four
You're the one
dollars.
that fills up the gas tank, not me.
I mean, $4 per gallon. Well, that's if you go for regular, but boy, $4 per gallon.
That's
Oh
crazy,
boy,
bro.
man, I'm
No,
gonna.
but yeah, but I got sick, and then you started getting sick too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's just well, the thing with me is that it don't hit me that much.
Yeah, and that's what I am so jealous about you because when you do get sick, if you when I see you get really, really sick, which is like once in a blue moon, that's when we go to the doctor for you and you get antibiotics. But when you get sick, it's like 2 to 3 days max and then you're fine. But with me, the moment I get sick, I get knocked down.
Yeah, of course, of course. Well, I mean, besides the fact that we get the medicine, I usually try to do like homemade remedies.
Yes. Oh yeah, homemade remedies. You guys, if you have your parents and they still live close to you or you live with them, treasure them, okay? Because even though my parents live a little bit further, they still come to my place when I am sick. I don't know about you, but as you guys remember, I am half Guatemalan, half Colombian. My husband's Ecuadorian. You know, we're Central and South Americans up in this house. And we have so many homemade remedies from caldo de pollo, which sopa de lavanta muertos is what we call it, which is what like soup of. How do you pronounce that in English?
Soup of revival,
A revival.
like a punch. I don't know.
Holy
I don't know. I
no.
never thought about the translation when you say it from Spanish to English.
That soup is something that the moment it kicks in, like you know you're gonna be okay. But the thing is, I do not know how to make that soup. The one that knows how to make that soup is my mama. And so she would come to my house to drop me off a fresh pot of sopa de levanta muertos, is what I call it. And I always ask for that
And
too.
it's always one big pot. Like
It's a huge pot.
sometimes I don't even have the
Yo,
space in the fridge to put it.
and I love it because as you know, the whole pot's not getting contaminated, you guys. We take it out and then, we put it back in the fridge because then we can go ahead and take it out and have it with tortillas with cheese. And I don't know if you guys know what type of cheese, but again, I'm Guatemalan and we have a specific cheese that we make over there. I don't make it. I do not know how to make it. All I know is that we have a pastilla de cuajo and that goes with it. And then other than that, I have no idea. Okay. My mama is the genius when it comes to that. And my grandma, well, she passed away, but
Yeah, of course. But of course, the thing is that we don't want to confuse you guys with just a regular chicken noodle soup because
no,
confuse it with like, oh, it's just chicken noodle soup.
no, baby, that is too American for me. Sorry, no, absolutely not. We do not do progresso. It's like, okay,
So that's what I'm gonna call
yes,
the regular chicken noodle soup.
I do not do that. Okay, absolutely not. We do the whole thing and then Vicks, because Vicks is your best friend. Vapor rub.
I don't know about you, but when I was sick during those times, I love eating Maruchan soup.
I love maruchan soup, which is ramen, but I have that when I am not sick. And if I am sick and I cannot get a hold of my mama, I take out the chicken one because I love beef, I love the shrimp, and I put that with lime. I put that with like little jalapenos or whatever, and it's so good. But when I am sick, I love the chicken maruchan, and then I put in sour cream because it gives it a kick. That's just me. And if you want to try, you could go ahead and try it as well. You could get it at Tony's, the one that I'm talking about,
Yeah, of
because
course.
they don't sell it all over anymore. I think it's just
Really?
Jewel. I think it's only Tony's because it comes in those boxes. It's literally it says Maruchan, and I don't like the one in the cup. The cup is nasty.
I mean, yeah, usually the cup, there's a different flavor from the cup because I know you always love buying the ones from the packet.
That is the best. The packing ones are the OG. That's the one that I have.
Yeah.
And then the beef is so good with the lime, or you can even put ketchup.
I mean,
I'm so weird. Like
I mean, personally, I like this brand that's called Cup Noodles.
look at me. Cup noodles.
Cup noodles. Yeah, but the thing about it is that not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's made from a company.
You're giving your sauce away, but that's
I know,
okay. I love it.
No, it's like I want my viewers to at least know what brand. So
So the cup noodles is really good. I love the seafood.
they have a new brand. They just actually created, I think, with extra protein.
Yeah.
I think they're adding more meats and shrimp. I don't know if it actually has more
I-
grams of proteins, but
And I know it
Me
came in
personally, I love
Mariano's.
it. Yeah.
I know it was like in Mariano's, and then we couldn't find it, and then we got it on Amazon, and then H Mart, they carry it in H Mart.
yeah, but the thing is that usually you want to have it with the best price because I am not going to
Yeah,
spend
that's
like
true.
$4 per cup noodle
That's true.
just because it's like I would think a higher end brand
No, I know.
of instant noodles. Come on, man.
I know. But I love it. I love the fact that, we get to still have like our parents. They give us our
Yeah.
sopita. We have the vapor rub. Another thing that my mom used to do when I was a kid. I don't really do it anymore, but I should try it when I get sick again. I don't know. Knock on wood. God forbid I get sick because I don't want to get sick. I do not have the time or energy for that. But my mom used to get alcohol and she would put it in cottons and she would put it like on my feet. And then she
Really?
would put socks. Yeah. And it would sweat. I would sweat.
That's the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it's really
we
good.
usually don't have that kind of homemade recipe. Well, homemade remedy.
Yeah.
Putting alcohol on the feet. And
Yeah. You do that and then you have vapor rub all over the body. Every single part of your body.
Yeah, I
you
know
get
we do vapor rub on the feet of kids, and
Yeah.
then usually you will sweat that out. But I never heard of the alcohol one.
Yeah, the alcohol, you put that in the feet with the cotton balls, and then you put on the socks, the fuzzy socks, and then you're good to go. And agua de panela.
Vanilla.
Mm.
Wouldn't that be too sweet though? Because agua panela, either way, it's like I feel like because I know it's made from sugar cane,
Yeah.
and then it will be too sweet.
No, it's not. You boil the panela and then you put a whole entire lemon.
Okay, well, so I mean that means that you're making it literally like a lemonade
Yep.
tea type of drink.
Yes. And then you drink it as hot as you can with 2 Advils, and then you will just sweat everything out. And that one is from my dad's side.
Okay, well, maybe the other is the one doing the work.
No, and the panela too. Yeah, both of it. I mean, it's a
I mean-
catalyst in a way.
I mean, yeah, well, I don't know. Sometimes I don't question homemade remedies. You just
No,
do them
no.
and then it just works.
The when I got really, what was it, last month when we couldn't even upload nothing and I had lost my voice, you guys, I was so sad because I'm like, oh, I cannot really talk to my full potential. So what I did was I went ahead and I was on TikTok and I'm like, okay, let me find out what else could soothe my throat. You guys, tomato and honey. All right. Tomato and honey. When you cut the tomatoes, make sure you wash them well. Obviously, you cut the tomatoes and you put honey on top and then you eat them one by one. And that's going to soothe your throat. And you get it with tea.
I should try that once,
It's good.
especially since
You like tomatoes.
I eat them in my sandwich.
You eat them, but you don't eat them alone. But if you put some honey on it when you're sick, I even do it now because it's so good.
I don't know. I even like hardly like tomatoes in my
You
salad.
guys, he doesn't like tomatoes and he doesn't like Brussels sprouts. Can you imagine? Well, I mean, I hate eggplant, but eggplant and asparagus and liver. I cannot.
Well, that's the thing. The thing about it is, I don't know. It's just the tomato. A lot of people don't know about it, but tomato is actually a fruit. It's like, what are you doing in my salad?
My friends haven't seen me eat tomatoes like you eat apples, but I wash the tomato and I just eat it with salt, or I'll just wash it and I eat it by itself. Or even now, I'm like, I'm craving something sweet instead of gravitating towards something chocolate or like a whatever I could find that, calories. I take a tomato, I put some honey and I eat it like an apple.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be as weird as me eating the green peppers like apples, because I just love eating green peppers back when I used to live with my mother.
And you still do. You still eat them that way.
Oh, yeah, of course. But when I used to live with my mother before we got married, we had a green bell pepper section in our yard, and I would actually raise green peppers in the yard. And, yeah, and the funniest thing is that a lot of people don't know this, but usually I would put like spiders. Like I would like grab spiders that would usually
I know.
Yeah, they will grow like in the yard. Yeah,
it's funny. I thought you were going somewhere else with this story.
Wait, what do you mean? Why do you going with this story?
Fred in Guatemala, he eats some popos or something like that. It's a little bug that flies around and
you really thought I was gonna tell you.
You said you were gonna eat the spiders. I was like,
what do you mean? I don't know. I'm spiders.
I'm gonna keep this PG because I have a lot of nieces and nephews that are probably gonna hear this podcast. But you know that song that goes, that was in my mind right now.
I thought you were gonna say itsy bitsy.
No, not that. It's the one that has a profanity in there. I'm not going to say it, but
when the mud sprouts,
no. Oh my God, no.
So, anyways, let me finish the story. So what happens is that we usually grab like little spiders that they will usually grow like in the yard.
Yeah.
And I'll put it like on the rubber so they will do like little houses. Because I cannot think of the word in English right now.
Okay.
And since we're alive,
it's just Spanish. It doesn't matter. Spanish.
Okay, well,
they need to learn Spanish too.
Well, oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, yeah. So that you guys can catch some vocabulary words. So, anyways, usually I would put in like around the bell peppers.
Yeah.
The green bell peppers, whatever.
Yeah.
So usually they would like do the webbing and everything, and that will protect the bell peppers from like outside bugs.
Really?
Yeah. I never use insecticides. Like usually people, whenever they grow their own produce, usually they will say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna put insecticide, this and that, so like that the bugs don't like eat the vegetable out." So they usually do webbing around it, and then they'll protect it from the insects.
That's crazy.
Bell peppers never, ever have bugs in it. Of course, they had the webbing, and when you had to wash them, of course the spider will get out. But usually, I will try to like put water in it from the yard. Like I would like wash it before I put it in, so like spiders will get out from the bell pepper.
Yeah,
and they usually will go back into the yard.
That's funny because my mom, she used to grow, and I mean, you've seen her yard. She still does jalapenos. She does chiltepes, which is a Guatemalan chile.
Whenever they go there, they always water
plants. It's so funny. But my mom still does.
He's like, was this one down by Apple?
Absolutely, that's 100%. Yes, that's why they're so
extra fertilizer.
Oh my gosh. No, but my mom, way back in the day, well, she still does, but she doesn't grow as much like she used to anymore. But she still has cilantro. She has tomato. She still, I think, jalapeno. She has chiltepes. She has a whole lot of stuff. But before, when our neighbor, he was from Poland, he used to live next door. You remember, Mr. Jonathan, which I love them to death, but they're in Poland anymore, and I don't know what happened to them. But they used to grow grapes, and they used to grow pickles. They used to grow all these. what anything that you could probably think of. And so the vegetables, they would grow through our side of the fence, and so it would crisscross. So even Mr. John would say, "Hey, amigo, just take it out from the yard. It's fine." And so, I mean, my mom didn't really waste a lot of money when it came to vegetables and like different types of fruits because we would just take it from each other's yard. But now we have neighbors that yeah,
I mean, of course,
I can't stand them, but what is what it is.
Not a lot of people like would appreciate good agriculture, and then wouldn't appreciate like natural stuff being
Yeah, because those carne asadas from my mom be hitting when she takes those tomatoes out from that yard and the cilantro, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure.
And la hierbabuena, which is what, the peppermint?
Yeah,
peppermint leaves. Yeah.
One thing for sure though is that, of course, when your mom raises the tomato from her own yard, it tastes super amazing. Like for me.
Mm-hmm.
For me, as someone who doesn't like tomatoes that much, her tomatoes are super juicy and sweet, which a lot of people don't think about it because tomatoes. Because I have experience working in restaurants, so usually whenever you know the tomato is good and ready to be used for cooking, usually they have to be a little bit sweet and acidic at the same time. It cannot be like dry. I don't know if our viewers will understand it because the thing is that you don't have to like. Even though I don't like the tomato, I still taste it.
Right.
I think that I still eat it. So the thing about it is that whenever I grab and I know a tomato is good, it's because it's sweet, it's acidic.
It's like, for example,
there's that flavor of glutamic acid. Yeah, now, that's something that I'm getting into too much into my field.
No, but and then I'm saying it's the same thing as you're drinking water. Not every water. I know it's water, but it doesn't taste the same.
Yeah, it's for example, the water that we have from.
And if you don't like water, I'm sorry, you guys. You need it for your liver. You need to wash down your kidneys with something, not just Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, which I don't know who's still keeping Dr. Pepper in business, like my sister, because it's gross. It's disgusting.
I mean, I don't know. I also keep Dr. Pepper in business because sometimes I'll be eating that Dr. Pepper at restaurants. I just love it.
What I'm saying is, just like water that doesn't taste, it's different. It's the same thing. You could taste the tomatoes and like all the veggies that.
I mean, Dr. Pepper's kind of like, I think, like wild cherry soda. It has that kind of like that cherry taste.
It's gross.
It's like that Coca-Cola cherry taste. Well, I don't know, it's something different. Well, anyways, it's okay. Whatever. Well, we're kind of derailing from our main subject, which is remedies.
Oh my gosh. But it ties in. It ties in with everything, Because I said, when I went to TikTok, I looked up tomato and honey. That's how this conversation popped up.
I mean, at least we're talking about Dr. Pepper.
Oh my God. Oh my God, no. Okay, but this brings up to my next topic.
Hop?
No.
And then it keeps the doctor away?
It's an apple. Oh my gosh. Not a pop. Apple. Which brings me to my next subject.
Man, we gotta go to the apple culture that we usually go every year. We didn't go last year. I miss those apples.
I do. Their donuts are fire.
I mean, I like the apples. The
potatoes are good, bro.
Oh, the baked potatoes?
Oh my goodness.
I don't do baked potatoes in our house. I usually don't do baked potatoes in here.
Which brings me to my next subject.
Yeah.
Triggers.
Oh
my God. We were talking just about vegetables, right, you guys? You want to know something that triggers me and it gets to my potential? Listen, I don't care if the bag says it's already pre-washed, okay? If it is pre-washed, you still have to wash it. See, I know a lot of people that they do not wash their vegetables because it's in a bag that says pre-washed. How are you going to tell me that it's still, it's clean? That's gross.
Well, of course, yeah. But the thing about it is that, me as someone who works in the food industry, there is that sense of trust that you have to have whenever you buy products at the grocery store. Of course, me personally, I still wash it.
Yeah.
Only for the simple fact that even though I know and I am aware that it's pre-washed, and we also come from countries where if you don't wash your vegetables properly, you might get a bug.
Yeah, and I know so many people that they just I have one of my aunties. I remember she traveled and she came here, and this was a long time ago. She grabbed a bag and it said it was pre-washed. This lady had no chill, right? Looks me dead in the eye, takes out the bag, opens it, puts it in the bowl, and is starting to chop other vegetables that she had washed, but she didn't wash the things that were in the bag. And I'm like, honey, what is you doing with that? With that? And she's like, oh, mija, it's already thoroughly washed. It's pre-washed. I'm like, what if a bug comes out? I do not trust that you're gonna wash that right now.
Yeah.
Put a timer.
Yeah, the funniest thing is that for you to wash vegetables, it doesn't take that much. I mean, you already have the bag, and then the vegetables already chopped.
Right.
And then it's so easy. You just have to put them in water. Now, if you want to go the extra step like we do, usually I do a solution of 10% vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, that gives it the extra flavor to the vegetables. And people don't know that. Or
that's why you're the one that does everything at home when it comes to that, because I'm like, I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Oh yeah.
Even though I do it, but whenever my husband does it, it's just 10 out of 10.
Well, of course, yeah. It's not an example. Sometimes I have even like an example the other day. Remember the salad I did with the tuna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, my husband knows how to make the best tuna salad ever. And then you pair it with rice. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I did a rice. This time the rice came out really, really good.
It was like blueberry rice, y'all. It was not blueberry rice.
Yeah, but it's because I use a recipe that I know.
I know.
That day when I did a blueberry rice.
100% applause for that rice. Because that one came out to perfection. I was surprised. Because you know how to make rice. And I was like,
Well, the thing is that whenever I do something new, it's usually experimental.
And we don't like that.
You know, I used to be a chef. One of the things about making dishes and stuff like that is that, you gotta experiment, try different flavors.
Yeah.
The blueberry rice, actually, because I know how to make a very delicious rice made of plums.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know how to do it. Usually you use the plum skin as extra seasoning, and the rice is kind of sweet, and usually it goes well with another dish that pairs really well. But of course, I never learned how to do that one unless I did a blueberry rice.
That's true.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The thing is that the blueberry rice was just experimental.
The washing of the vegetables. You guys, if you do not wash your vegetables or your fruit, and I'm just seeing you taking them out of the bag and putting them in your mouth, and that just is a trigger. I mean, I get mad. Not. I'm just gonna look at you dead in the eye like you ready to have a parasite baby, because that's wild.
I mean, you have to put it in this perspective. This is how it is. Like if you don't wash your vegetables, something that will take you only like 5 to 10 minutes max. Mm-hmm. Just grabbing your vegetables, put in. Of course, you want to put it to a colander.
Yeah.
And just put it on the colander, wash it with, rinse it with water, nice cold water, just for a little bit. And then after that, just put it in the bowl, because it's already chopped. You don't have to chop it. You already save time chopping it.
That's true.
Even though me personally, I prefer chopping it. But so it's already chopped. And then you put it in a bowl, like just the lettuce, cauliflower, whatever you want to use, repollo. Oh. And then just put in a bowl.
¿Cómo se dice en inglés? Red chicken.
Chicken. Please, now the thing about it.
I think it's cabbage.
Oh my God, what's about to say coleslaw?
Coleslaw? Where are you getting coleslaw from? Well, I mean, yeah, just be that. Yeah, cabbage. Chicken. I know. I remember one time when I was with my parents. No, it's
good you have another one.
Let me tell you what happened one time. So when we traveled,
I'm gonna go to a restaurant and they say, "Oh, will you next coleslaw?"
A chicken.
Chicken, yeah. Chicken, please.
No. I remember
chicken nuggets says that.
I remember because when we traveled with my parents to their motherlands, it happened in both, okay? And we were just talking with the family and like some friends, and they were like, yeah, and I'm over here like, yeah, I'm bilingual, baby. I know everything. Y'all, when they're like, oh yeah, so how do you say repollo in English? And okay, I was like, oh my lordy. And my parents are looking at me like, you know this, babes. And I'm looking at them like, red chicken? And everyone starts laughing. And I was like, oh, Malanza, I forgot.
Yeah, sometimes you don't think about these words just out of the blue.
No.
Yeah, especially when like whenever we go to church, and then, because, oh my God, good job to the translator at church. It's like amazing, because sometimes I try to translate on my own. I'm like,
oh yeah! Shout out to my girl Lily who translates. She translates at church, you guys, and let me tell you, this woman, she translates word for word. I am telling you, if there's, I remember when one time when I used to go to a different church, they had me translate to the pastor, and I was looking at him like, I don't even know what I'm doing up here. Yes, it's a good ministry, but I forget. But my girl, she translates
On the
word
spot.
on the spot, you guys. And I'm like, hats off to you because I cannot.
She will be one of our guests one day.
Yeah,
Because she
she
actually,
knows.
because she also has,
I love her. Oh my
she
gosh.
also has a degree, and she works as
She's an accountant.
an
She does a
accountant.
few things. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, something that viewers will actually appreciate knowing how to do, especially the taxes nowadays, tax season.
No.
Remember, guys, finish your taxes.
April 15th. We already did ours.
Yeah, we already did ours, but please, guys, don't forget to do your taxes.
If you do not want to get arrested.
I mean, we finally finished paying the IRS, and we can say that because we finally finished paying them.
I know.
Since like 2024.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to be dying with my student loans. It could go bye-bye with me, okay? We're going to roll together.
I mean, I can
Maybe we'll trust a teenager or like a young adult to get, loans and like...
That's something that
Like,
how can teenagers get loans? I'm like,
I don't know. I had a few.
yeah, but that's something actually a surprise when I
Like, you want me to pay you back, honey? First of all, who made you believe that I was gonna be responsible? I'm not even responsible with my own money. I think, do I need it? No, but do I want it?
That's what I'm surprised about it. Like, I'm one of
Soy adulto independiente. ¿Cómo estás?
Independentes. But that's the thing. That's something actually I got surprised. Even though this is not part of the main subject, I was surprised that here in this country, if teenagers are just responsible, just make them responsible, like,
And it's
like that big of a debt.
And it's funny because now that I am grown, that we're adults and we're independent and all these things, they're a little older. No, I think, dang, why do you trust me? Like, no, seriously, be so for real right now. Why do you think that I'm not probably gonna laugh this off later on and look at my debt and be like, bah?
Of course, I'm all for education. Like, I'm a person that agrees that education will make you have an edge over a person who doesn't have an education. But sometimes there are degrees where you really don't want to do a student loans for.
Yeah, and it just sucks that some of the scholarships that I had didn't cover everything, but that's okay. It's fine. I made it. That's fine.
I mean, that's the point.
It is.
Yeah, but that's the point of the education system is that, of course, it's not supposed to cover for everything, but
Right.
it's just also at the same time you don't want to like spend most of your scholarships and borrow money
Exactly.
on like classes and subjects that really wouldn't like give you or secure you a position at a company.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I studied for me to become a doctor, but I ended up working in the food industry, in
Right.
manufacturing,
As
something
a
that
scientist.
something that I never even thought about.
I didn't even know that we were going to become scientists. I thought I was going to be a pediatric, and here I am.
Yeah, but usually that's a subject
But
for
it's okay.
yeah, but that's a subject for another day. Right now we're talking about Maruchan soups
We're
and
talking about
recipe.
different triggers, right? And we were
Yeah.
talking about how like the repollo, the chicken, and how
The chicken.
I can't even translate a word.
That's gonna
which
be
is
stuck in my
funny.
head now. I think
Sorry.
I think that's just gonna be stuck in our viewers' head. Every single time they're gonna order coleslaw or they
No.
see anything that's derived from coleslaw, they're
Yeah.
gonna say, "Oh yeah, that's called chicken."
Okay, I'm going to talk about another trigger that I had.
Great.
You guys, these past few weeks at work, okay, I love what I do. My job is everything for me. But if there is something, reading is fundamental. I think that is going to be in my tombstone when I die. Reading is fundamental. Because how are you going to look me dead in the face asking me for a question? And it's right there in your phone. Right there. And
What is it? What is it? You tell me whenever I cannot find something.
cuidado que te va a morder. That's what I tell. So in English, it translates, be careful because it's going to bite you. Whenever
It's just right there in
my
front of you.
husband's looking for something, you guys, and I can see it. It's right there. And I'm like, it's going to bite you. It's literally right there. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I can't. Some smoke signals. Hello.
Yeah, and that's so weird because sometimes I'll be looking for certain things. And it's like right there, and then when you tell me that stuff, I know it's right there.
thing about it is it's the stuff. The issue with you is the stuff. It's not the reading. If I tell you to read, you're gonna read it. But people just don't know how to read, and it makes me it just makes me so mad, and it triggers
You
me,
know what's funny?
and I get triggered the whole day, and I'll talk about it until I can't no more.
And you know what's funny about me whenever I read something
What?
is that my English sounds better in my head than
Yeah.
when I speak it. Like when I speak it, I have this accent. But
Hmm.
when I read it, it's like I don't know. I feel like I become like an English nobleman. Like for an example, if I read something like if I read the English,
Yeah.
of course I'm not gonna. Of course I say, "Hey, good morning, hello, how are you? How's it going?" In my head, whenever I read, it's like, "Good morning, sir. Splendid day we're having today."
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, it changes. Like I don't know why is that.
I don't know.
Because usually this is something that a lot of people don't have. Usually I can read from my top of my head, like I hear my own voice. A lot of people cannot do that. I don't know if you can do that.
I could do it.
Yeah, because
And I could even sing
there's
in my
a
one, like, yeah, and mentally. Yeah, I
because there
get
is
it.
a percentage of the population that they cannot read it with their voice in the head.
Yeah.
Like sometimes there
That really sucks. Now that I think about it, imagine if I couldn't.
I think it's 50% of the population in the world that they
That's
cannot
why-
hear their inner voice.
That's why I think I can actually sing. Or I feel like a lot of people that are singers, they could, yeah, that's a talent that we were born with. Some of us, right? Yeah, not all of us. Other people are just tone deaf.
I mean, yeah, but that's a skill also that you can practice. It's not like something you're sometimes born with it.
That's true.
So, for an example,
Okay, it's like, for example, Charlie Puth. Is it Charlie Puth? Is that the last name? This man,
Charlie what?
Charlie Puth. Is it Puth? He's
Charlie
a
Puth?
singer. Yeah,
Well, you are the one
this
with the music
man.
stuff. I don't
This
know. If
man. Oh my goodness, you guys! If you've seen the videos and like. He's a famous singer, babe. How are you not gonna?
Well, I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna have to show you because right now I can't think of a song
I
from the
think
top
that
of
would
my
be that would be a nice
He-
podcast topic.
Oh,
Music.
but the way that he hears everything in his brain, and like before there's like an F or a whatever sharp, he is singing it, and when you play it on the piano, it just correlates to like what he is doing it. Because he even said it that he hears it in his head, and I'm just like, my God, that's exactly how I am too. When you read and when you're doing like something that's musically talented or whatever, you're gonna hear it in your head.
Mhm.
So when you're hearing your voice, that's the talent. A lot of people don't have that.
Okay. Well, me, I usually can think of the song and everything, but it's not like I go too deep into the music stuff.
Yeah, but going back to my trigger, yeah, reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. If I tell you read it, it's right there. Do not tell me to look it for you because I'm just gonna look at you back like I don't know what to tell you. It's literally right there.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that's something that has been going on with the recent years. Like a lot of people don't read actually.
No.
Like I'm surprised about it. Even though, and that's the funny thing. The funny thing is that it was when I learned English.
Yeah.
One of the very main things that they teach you, like in the ESL programs, like a special classes for for linguistics.
Right.
Is that the very first thing they tell you is that you have to be super efficient at reading. Like
Yeah.
maybe that's the reason why a lot of people cannot learn a new language is because I think they don't do the reading.
Mhm.
Like even when I learned, the way I actually learned English the quickest was that I used to read a lot of books for me because I used to do origami.
Mhm.
I like a lot of origami, and I actually learned origami from books because back in the day when I was in high school,
Mhm.
I didn't have the money to afford for a computer. The only time I had a computer was high school. But the thing is that
Yeah.
I depend on a lot of books. That's how I have like little fun facts whenever people
Right.
ask me about encyclopedia stuff.
That's because you love to read. And
Yeah.
read.
And I still read. Like I have some books in my Kindle that I
Yes,
have a
I've seen
big
that.
list, and I pay for it monthly, of
Yeah.
course. And I usually use my credits for like have one book or two books.
Yeah.
And I usually read and read and read. Even I think you told me that you learned Spanish
Yeah.
by reading the Bible.
Yes. Yo, that's how you
And
know
your
I'm
Spanish is
Christian.
really, really good. Like when you told me when I met you, it was so funny because I'm like, I thought that you were, we're Americans. How you were?
Dang, y'all. He said this girl don't know nothing in Spanish until he heard me sing a song from Lily Goodman. Let me tell you, that's how we met.
And the funniest thing is that you don't even have that accent in your language.
No.
Like you don't have the accent. I wish that could be me. Like, of course.
Wait, in English you mean or in
Yeah,
Spanish?
no, in English. You don't
Yeah.
have that Spanish accent.
Well, because think about it this way. My dad, I grew up obviously in a Spanish household, and it was hard for me because my mom's from Guate, my dad's from Colombia. Both countries have different, they have one word, different meanings, different accents. Okay. So my dad would always say, well, in front of me, you're not going to use this word. In front of your mom, you can. So, but outside, pure English. At home and in church, no. At home, pure Spanish. Outside, English, church, Spanish. You're mixing the two. So then that way you'll be able to also communicate with the older folks in church and with your own generation, which I cannot stand those people that I grew up with, okay? Because all of them bullied me. They're having a crappy life. That's on them. But here I am.
Very
I'm
Christian.
making it.
Very Christian like for you, babe.
Oh, yeah. Chef's kiss. Because God is so good.
Anyways, well, everything is free to them as long as they have.
You do the praying. I forgive. I don't forget.
Well, I usually don't pray that often.
I do.
Okay, well, anyways. So, anyways, going back to topic.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, that's the thing. The thing is, that I'm surprised because when I met you, I thought like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought that you were not American because your Spanish was so good. But then when I heard you speaking English, I'm like, wow, like I was actually surprised. I'm like,
That's how he fell in love with me on my voice.
yeah, but the thing about it is still, it was like I was surprised because, of course, there's people that they learn to know have their accent be super thick.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that I never worked on my accent to be disappear completely because, that's a flavor in it.
Well, because you're in Georgia. And so you Southern folks over there like, well, I don't even know how you guys talk. You guys talk, Southern folks, they talk, well, I don't know, with this mac chicken and this whatever, blah, blah. I don't know. It's a different accent.
Yeah,
Because I follow some Southern people and I'm like, that's cute.
You know what's funny? The thing is that I can identify whenever people speak Southern, and it's like I catch immediately. Like,
Especially those racist Southern. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When we were in Washington D.C., and I remember there was this one lady looked up and down at us, but then you started talking, and she gave us all of her attention. I was like, "Dang, girl, you racist!" But then when my husband starts talking with his accent from Georgia, immediately you turned around and you guys they hit it off, and I was like, "Oh, so now you're gonna help us?"
Yeah,
you racist.
Well, that's the thing. Well, it's not so much about racism. It's actually the thing is that something that people have to understand is that I think one of the things about the cultures from the South and of course the city because
they don't have flavor. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, it's not. No, actually, it depends. It really does depend.
Okay.
But the thing about it is that I think it's on the simple fact that they have a different idea of the city because most of the people in the South
are broke.
And no, it's not broke. It's just that they live in rural areas.
Exactly.
They live in rural areas. So the thing about it is that they don't understand the city life.
Okay.
So the thing is that it's normal for people to be very welcoming to like different point of views. Like for example, we gotta be real. A person who lives in a rural area, they don't see like a lot of the cultures of like the city. Like for example, we're about to have here in Chicago the St. Patrick's Festival.
That already passed. Oh my God, St. Pat's already passed. It was this past weekend.
They're gonna do it this weekend, paint the river green and stuff.
Well, I'm telling you, this is why, you guys, I'm saying we never had a chance to record because we've been over, like I've been pulling OT and then you've been pulling OT.
I mean, I'm working night shifts.
You so he didn't even know what planet. Yesterday, I thought yesterday was Thursday, and I was dreading my day.
I thought today is Friday.
No,
it's already on Saturday.
No,
that's what I was thinking about. Maybe they were going to paint the river green
extra
today.
Day in the middle of my weekend, so I could recover from the day prior. Because 2-day weekend for me, absolutely.
Let me finish the story.
Okay, cool.
So of course, you have to understand that you come from a rural place where you don't paint your river green or your lake green. And then you come to a city where it's like, oh, we're going to paint the river green. We're going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Of course, it's kind of like, it's celebrating like the Irish heritage here in the state of Illinois, especially in the state of Chicago. But for a person who's not used to seeing that stuff, just saying, oh my God. Or like you say, oh, my lanta. Because my lanta, that's what I was surprised when I'm like, where do you got that lanta word? Because lanta is actually a southern.
I always say it so that way I don't curse. See, because one of my priorities is to not curse like a sailor. Because I'm really good when it comes to cursing, and for me to actually hold back a lot it's a miracle. So I'm like, oh my lanta.
But words, different words, different words.
Yeah.
So of course, you see the river turn green,
Yeah.
and then you see people party because they party like animals when it's like St. Patrick's Day. They be drinking,
Yeah.
people are loud. Of course, I don't mind that because I'm a person who's open to cultural stuff. But the thing about it is that if you really come from a place where it's usually quiet, because rural places are super nice and quiet. You've been to Wisconsin.
I've been there.
Yeah, it's actually right. It's
Yeah.
beautiful that you don't see people being loud. You don't hear the sound of the city. It's really relaxing.
Eh,
Well, I mean, personally, I like it. I don't
know.
mind it. I don't mind it. But the thing about it is you have to understand the culture.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then they just come to a city and they see.
Which, like, last week, no, I remember last weekend we went to the Fia concert. That's why, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. But the thing is that we go to the
Okay,
concert.
mostly like when people from Hawaii come here, because I'm in love with that island, you guys. I'm in love with the island and that culture. So whenever they come here, it's a cultural shock for them because it's not what they think the mainland is.
Yeah, even they are surprised about it because one of the things that they get surprised is that they didn't think like the cities will listen to their music.
Yeah, Fia. Okay, you guys. So this was okay. I am a big fan of Aniwiha, Kolohekai.
It's a Hawaiian singer.
It's Hawaiian sing. You guys need to look them up. I promise you, you're not gonna regret it. If you are in love with vocals and you are picky with vocals like I am, then you are going to like the singers that I just mentioned. So I went to go see Fia with my husband. We went, and you guys,
Beautiful.
even beautiful concert,
Beautiful.
10 out of just like Kolohekai. You can you guys. They didn't use auto tune. They used their own voices. They used a band, a live band. Like it's right there. I was front and center.
Yeah,
Okay.
I fell in love with the guitar player.
Okay. The guitar player was 1,000 out of 10. No, but like even Fia said, I've never been to the mainland because I didn't think you guys heard it. I was like, can I do? So just please come back. If it's not for them, it's
Yeah,
for
actually,
me.
that's something I'm surprised about it. That there is actually a nice following of people who listen to Hawaiian music here in the mainland. Like I would assume that it was mostly in California, but they've been having really successful concerts like around big cities.
And they're
After Chicago, they went to New York, right?
yes, and their songs are so meaningful. Like their songs are just so out of this world. You hear the lyrics. It's like Kolohekai when he sings, I'm so addicted to life. I'm like, oh my God, just keep singing. But it's not also because of the vocals, it's the meaning behind the song because they base it more of like the island. Or like when he sings those type of songs, he's talking about his wife because he basically sings it to her.
Now you're talking about.
Or was it called Jimmy, the other singer that was there with the band?
I think it's Johnny.
Yeah, he sings so beautiful.
By the way, Johnny, if you ever see this video, bro, I fell in love with you, dude. You are literally the person that I want to aspire to be. I want to be a big Samoan dude who weighs 300 pounds and it's able to move.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, the cartwheel though? He did a cartwheel. He was moving and
moving like that with 300 pounds?
That's crazy. And he even said how much you weighed.
I wanna do that because I weigh 300 pounds and I wanna be able to
just like
move like that.
Yeah.
You know, just imagine that we're going out and somebody tries to like, be funny, like wushu. Just be like a gorilla, like.
And the thing is, you weigh that, but it doesn't look like it because you're always walking, you're always working out in between the day and like doing things. But that man is just like committed.
He looked jacked. And the funniest thing is that when a person does, chemicals and roids, but this person didn't have that.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't. Especially because when he was singing, that the songs.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we gotta go back.
So the triggers. Another trigger. Another trigger that now that since we're talking about the concert, that brings me to my next topic of the other trigger that I had. If you're gonna go to a concert, please go because you know the songs and you know the singer, and you're not going because you just wanna ir de cola. It doesn't make sense. You're paying for a ticket and you're gonna ruin it for everyone else, and you're over here twerking, and then you're listening to a song like, you're not a fan.
Yeah, but that's
I'm sorry, be quiet.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think is every person it's different when how they enjoy the music.
That's true.
You cannot say
no. That's not for me. No.
I mean, you're
a fan is someone that's gonna
Yeah,
pay
that's why
their
because
ticket,
yeah, of course.
that's gonna be front row, like pushing everyone like I did. Okay, I pushed everyone, and I was singing word for word, just like what we did with RBD with my girl Rosh. Hey Rosh, when we went to the to a concert, us together, we sang word for word. We were not there just eating burgers.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. The thing is, me,
Or just like drinking, right? So it just kind of like I don't know, like when I went to the Thea concert, when I went to Kolo Hekai's concert, and I had these Miami 304 chicks right there twerking, and I'm just like,
I mean, you like that from Miami.
huh?
You like the word from Miami.
I don't care. They look like it for me.
I mean, come on, man. It was fun.
The eyes that you made me right now, you guys, because I said that word. Oh my goodness.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I know there is a
No, I
certain.
didn't like that.
I mean, there's a certain stereotype, but come on, man.
No, absolutely no.
I mean, I was surprised. I don't know how they were called.
If you're
He
gonna,
was not inside the venue, boy.
she
He was
was,
gone.
and I'm like, please don't do that. Not here. And then when everyone actually started to sing the songs word for word, then they just stood quiet. I'm like, bro, please get in the back. I don't even know what you're doing in the front. If you're gonna be bringing all this trash here, just might as well do this in the club, but not here. Okay, respect the singer, respect the band, respect the real fans that are here. That's a trigger that I have. Just like if you're chewing gum out loud, you're looking like a cow.
I'm sorry. I chew gum.
Yeah, but you.
Sometimes I like to hear my own voice.
No,
Man, that's
that's
what
a trigger for me too, you guys.
now I'm gonna start being committed like that. And if you look at me weird, I'm gonna be like, oh,
My God, drop the best. What? No.
just go like a cow.
See, now you got Appa and Coco out of their nap. Hi, Appa. Hi, Coco.
Man, I think we're gonna have to next time work on the camera so that you guys can see our puppies.
Yeah,
How we
we
have
need
them.
to. We need to set this up good. But as of now, this is working.
Yeah.
As long as
Yeah, and also have to work on like better like more pictures because I don't want you guys getting bored of the same pictures seeing on our podcast videos. Even though our podcast is mostly going to be
just to
for like
hear.
audio,
Mhm.
I still want to have like video, the video
Well,
formats.
we will eventually. We just need to set up our room right now. It's like what? It's divided into a lot of things. Our little room.
I mean, it's looking
so
better.
cute.
It's looking better than what we had it last time.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
guys, he's back into his guitar, so maybe we're gonna work on a solo and we're gonna play some
Oh yeah, I gotta
something.
practice my guitar. I haven't done my 15 minutes.
And you have two guitars there too.
Well, I mean, I usually practice with the acoustic because
Yeah.
if you are able to play on an acoustic, you're
Yeah.
able to play on the electric. 'Cause usually
Yeah.
the electric guitars are like softer.
And I saw that piano. I don't know if they're still giving it away, but it's a grand piano, and there's no way that I can put it in here. If not, I would get back into my piano stuff.
I mean, I would love to have a piano. Come on.
But that's big. That's spelled. I think it's spelled in the.
We have to contact your friend.
But I don't know. He's
I
yeah.
want to contact your friend and then I want to see the measurements and the dimensions because I think if the piano is not that big, we can put it in the living room.
That's gonna create extra
I mean, go on.
stuff. I don't want it to be
A piano
cluttered.
in the living room?
Yeah, but then when we get another place,
Yeah.
which is gonna be a second mortgage, which I don't mind, but it has to be bigger. So then that would be music.
Please, guys, support us so we can get a sex mortgage. I don't ask for donations. I don't ask for money.
Just do it. That's right.
Just give us some views. Follow us. Give it a like. Subscribe. Also on the Spotify. Eventually, I think we're gonna also do it on other platforms if we get a chance. But for now, please, guys, support us so like that we can have a second mortgage.
Not for real though, because
Yeah, because sometimes by 9 to 5 at night, sometimes I have to do some extra stuff for me too. I can be able to pay the bills.
well, but I mean, the thing is, that's the reason why we haven't really posted because it's you're overworking, and I was sick.
Yeah, not just that, also because I want to get out from some credit card debt, which I think will be a very nice topic to talk about. Finances.
Yeah,
Basic finances because a lot of
it's
people
not my fault, y'all. Let me tell you.
man, you literally spend like a congressperson. Jesus, I don't know. I think you spend as much as the military budget in this country. I gotta do an audit on your spendings.
See, but the thing is, you learn.
I know. We finally are able to like get back some debt.
No. We're gonna no. The debt.
Yeah, because
We're the debt, okay? Because I'm like,
yeah, because
because
I used to earn really good though. I still remember we went to the Florida trip.
I mean, you
In Florida in just a few days, and we're spending Miami on two. Sorry, we're spending Hawaii in 2 weeks.
okay, no, yeah, facts. Hawaii is actually was cheaper for us than it was in Florida. Hawaii was way more cheaper than Florida because in Florida we wasted around like 5K, and that was in 3 days.
It was like 6K.
Six,
And
right?
it was only 3 days. Like technically, it was like 2,000 per day.
And we still got sick.
I just got.
I was so mad
Because I wanted to enjoy my last day at Disney World, and then it's like we got.
Okay, Disney World sucks. The reason why I've been to Disney World, so I was excited to go because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go with my husband. Let's go with my husband.
I really wanted to see Mickey Mouse.
Which we did, but we saw him from afar. The thing is, we got there and it started to get cold.
I know it was.
We were at Disney. Okay, y'all. I went with tank tops. We thought it was gonna be 80 to 90 degrees. I was ready to get my tan on. Oh, my sugar water. We get there and it's like 60 degrees. And I'm like, are you
Yeah, it was as cold as in here.
60? No, it went down to 50. And we had to buy emergency sweaters in Disney World.
Yeah, if you guys follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you guys will see me that sweater. It was a white sweater.
$60 per sweater, not counting tax.
I don't. That's so weird. It's like, and then, well, I mean, the sweater is a good quality. I liked it.
Yeah.
The sad thing is that it doesn't fit me anymore. So I'm very upset.
Really?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that's why I put your sweaters on.
Yeah, I'm 2X now.
Yeah, you
Yeah, it
did.
doesn't fit me. I really gotta like get into it. Especially after I saw like the pictures on the one that you started doing earlier.
Okay, you guys, ChatGPT is so scary. I went to ChatGPT and then I asked a few questions. I'm like, I want this picture to look like what I think in my mind. And I thought it, I'm like, oh man, it's exactly like how it worked like 7 years ago.
Yeah, oh my god. Dang.
I'm like, I rebuke the calories in the name of Jesus.
I know, but they're so good.
It's like,
I was looking at myself. I would look skinny with like the beard I just grew. And then
you look like that. You just,
I'm like, oh my goodness, I look like a fine wine.
the thing is, you just gotta, I don't know.
Say it. Bless you, God.
No. Call you that. Call other people like that, not you. And it's the people I don't even like. But no, the thing is, I feel like, okay, you guys, our thing was more swimming, or for me at least. For me was swimming. My freedom was swimming, and that's what was keeping me on track. Because even after swimming, I used to weigh what? I used to weigh really like a decent number. And I would go swimming, and then as soon as I was done swimming, I was so hungry, I would eat a burger and then I would be fine. But the next day it would be the same thing because swimming was my output.
Yeah, of course. But the thing about it also is that, well, compared to me, one of the reasons why I like to eat a lot of calories is because back in the day, before I come to this country, I used to do a lot of military training. Because but that was part of the Navy over there in Ecuador. So, of course, I actually went to like private school over there for the Navy. And one of the main things that they would do is like exercises, workout. And that's the reason why I'm actually, sometimes I just question it because when people work out in here, they usually like to exploit their bodies to the limits. Of course, there's nothing wrong with it, but the thing is that you never usually want to go all the way to failure limits.
Right.
Because you so increase your chances of injury.
Okay.
And the thing about it is if you actually injure your body, you actually will take more time to recuperate and rest than actually losing the weight and building up muscle. And for example, I am chunky right now just on the simple fact that I don't usually work out every day.
Oh, that's another reason.
If I were to work out every day,
it would be different
it would
because
be different.
I remember when we used to just stay, we were in the gym, we were walking a lot.
Yeah, like for example, bicycle.
Hey, let me tell you, like, thank God now we have cars, right? But back in the day, we had to thug it out. And I remember my dad would crack up because he would be like, you don't like to run. You don't like to, wait, what was it? Like, you don't like to do stuff or whatever. And then he would be like, just watch. You're going to get somebody that's going to do the walking. And I was like, no, I don't think so. And then when I got with my husband and we were dating, our thing was walking and busting it and training it out.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The thing is that usually I don't do that much walking anymore because I work at night. So most of the time I'm
Exactly.
like,
You're walking just up and down in the laboratories.
yeah, no, especially since the laboratory is in the third floor
Hmm.
and I have to taste samples because most of the samples that taste are like liquids. I
Yeah.
have to go upstairs and downstairs, and it's like
See, and mine is just like up and down, but more so in one
it's like
space
four
than sitting
floors.
down looking at the computer screen.
Yeah, it's four
So
floors.
it's different. And so by the time we get home, we have to be with the boys here with Appa and Coco. We need to give them their food. We need to take them out for a walk and stuff. By the time that happens, we're already exhausted because the next day it's like, okay, then 10 p.m. he goes to work. 6 a.m. I'm already up and going. I have to take these boys out and do all the routine all over again. So it's hard to even like, and we have gym too. Like we have our personal gym. So I think it's more so time management wise, which I think that one is going to be for our next podcast because we're working on it because we want to include this podcast as much as possible.
Yeah, because one of the things that we promise you guys as our
It's
fellow viewers and this or listeners is that, well, mostly listeners not
listen.
so I get the camera working because I just don't want to have put a camera here in this country
Promised that we were going to do this at least once a week.
but I feel bad that we couldn't do like once a week like how we promised, but that's the thing because the time management it was like
It was
horrible.
it was all over the place at night.
Yeah.
My sickness was just those antibiotics had to kick in
Yeah, and that's
eventually.
also because I saw the analytics and we had some people viewing with some like.
And I got some messages saying, "So where's the next one?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to recoup."
Yeah, and the thing about it
My
is,
voice isn't there yet.
the thing about it is that we have so many topics to talk about. Then most likely we have some guests. Like we're already working with some people. Say, "Oh, when you gonna bring us as a guest?" I'm like, "Oh,
Pretty soon.
pretty soon, pretty soon."
We can't really make that promise yet, but
Yeah,
right now we're just working on on this because this is something that we love to do.
yeah, and the thing about it is, of course, we want to make sure that we're able to give it to you guys with the highest possible quality.
Yeah.
Since also when we did some recordings in the past, they were not that great because we're still.
They were not that great, but everyone loved it. Because the thing is, you guys, we're going to be honest. We're not trying to be like your normal podcasters. As you could tell, this podcast, that's why it's called the MC Swirl Podcast, right? It's like, it's a little bit of everything where common sense still remains common sense. It's not like common sense is taking a vacation.
Yeah.
And so we talk a lot about different things, and that's what they love. Like even your little pancake situation video that you did.
Yeah, we're not going. I think that hopefully that video is deleted. If people can find it,
That'll be
whoever finds that video, I think I'm gonna give them a gift card.
no.
They can find that if they can find that video because I make sure my past videos on my time of trying to be an internet sensation. I've been struggling to college, man.
And the thing with me was when you guys, I used to have around 13.5K followers on Instagram when I was in college. Now it's at 6 something because it went down. I had to put it on private and I was getting things for free. I still do, right? Like once in a while.
I also remember that you got a watch from this company.
I got a watch.
Oh, mom.
It's a good.
No, it was in Switzerland. From Swiss. Yeah, that's Switzerland, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Well, some European country.
Yeah,
that's
I had a free watch. I would get free makeup. My husband was saying, "Oh, here you go with your old Ten Sephora stuff," and I'm like, "It's not. It's literally like a PR package. I'm getting this for free." But because I was advertising it, I was on it. I was like trying to get into like back in the day, Instagram Reels were getting paid, and I got a really good amount.
Yeah, but that's a funny thing. Funny thing is that
and now after when Instagram took away those bonuses, I was like, I am not gonna hustle extra when I have to focus on my 9 to 5 job and also at school and doing all these things.
Because the thing with us is that I want to be a little bit out there in the internet. I want to be relevant, but the thing is that I don't want to be selling people fake stuff. And it's like, for example, if we ever get the opportunity for, I'm so sorry, what were you saying?
No, go ahead.
For example, if we ever get the opportunity for, like, let's say a sponsorship, hopefully we do. Like, let's say that if we get a sponsorship about coffee.
Yes,
this is a pre-warning for any sponsors.
Say your name, contact us.
Please make sure that if you guys are potential sponsors for us, make sure that your product is high quality because I really do care about quality, and if I'm going to
sello rojo.
I mean, I don't mind.
Pony Malta.
I
Sponsor us? Oh my
I
gosh.
don't mind. I wouldn't mind.
My Colombian side is gonna be so.
But that's the thing. The thing about it is that if we ever get a sponsor, I want to make sure our sponsors know that we actually do high quality. Like, for
Yeah.
example, I am not going to sell some coffee, and then when I try it myself, it's no good.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna bash the company. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna mention the company, but there was one company in particular. They sent me something, you guys, and they were like, best makeup, whatever. And I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna review it. Blah blah blah. But I'm not going to review it if it gives me an allergic reaction because, as you guys know me, I have a very sensitive skin. The ones that know me that I get rashes really quickly. I cannot be out in the sun without, the sunblocker. If not, my whole face is going to be red like a tomato. Like, it is what it is. I can't really put anything on my skin because I will break out. You guys, this company sent me their little makeup brand or whatever. I put that on my face, and oh Lord have mercy. They wrote to me, they said, can you please put it up? We're seeing that you have 13,000 blah 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 followers. I was like, you gotta be joking me. I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm gonna either throw this away or make a pain out of the product that you're giving me because this is gross. I'm like, how do you want someone that has sensitive skin to give you guys, like a shout out or whatever? So that way it could, like, I don't care about the commission. And that's the thing about me. If you're going to give me something, it better be high quality because, yeah, that's just how I work. And I will definitely, give you the views that you want.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Or like promote you.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Because I'm really working on my blog. My Instagram way back in the day, that was like my go-to. And I had my blog up and popping, and I had to take some things down because I'm rebranding everything because I want the website for our podcast.
For example, like me, I have also a blog website, but I never usually write or do stuff in there because I know people don't want to read it.
No.
Because I know a lot of people don't read stuff.
So if you guys are interested in blogs, let me know because I'm working on my personal blog and I'm working on the blog for our podcast. So the blog for the podcast is going to be like a recap of what we talked about. And, for you guys to send in some questions, you guys are going to have our email.
And the funny thing is that the website for the blog is going to be pre-reviewed by us, like both of us. Like, for example, whenever we do this podcast, my wife will take it right. Maybe I will write something, and then of course it's gonna be pre-reviewed before we post it on there. And sometimes it depends whatever the viewers want. Like, we also have our emails open in case you guys want to give us like any ideas for the next episode, what we think about certain things.
It's gonna help. Because I like other people's input. Like, for example, the ones who have told us, when are you guys going to do this? It motivated us to get back into it, even though we were so tired. And I told my husband, I said, babe, we gotta get this popping because this is crazy.
And believe it or not, this kind of the stuff that we do here on the podcast is something that it requires preparation. It's not just something that you can just pull a computer.
And I remember I used to say, no, we could just pull the computer and look makeup.
No, you have to prepare stuff. Like, for example, you have to make the program ready.
Also, the type of room that you're in, because the first one, we're gonna be honest, we did this in our living room, the first episode. And because we were like, and I think the issue also was, it's not also about time management, but because of the certain space that we were in that required us to put everything up. And then also we had App and Coco running all over the place in that first episode where you can hear them bark because there's noise outside in the hallway. Versus here, they're sleeping. Right now they're taking the nice, nap while we're doing this. And it has a nice echo in this room. We already have everything put up. So whenever I tell Carlos, okay, let's go and do it, just pop everything back up because it's already set up.
No. And I think we're going to be doing it here in this room, in our office room. I think it's going to be way better than doing it in the living room.
I think so, yeah. This is it.
Yeah. But the thing is that right now it's simple. And the main reason why we don't have a camera yet, because I have to set up the room for us to have a camera. But of course, it's going to look way more professional. Of course, I also have to change certain settings in here when it comes into my TV because I also play video games in my office, and the thing is I have a very big TV.
I cannot wait until we have our boy underscore here. Is it underscore?
Yeah, it's underscore. Oh, my boy,
your boy. So that way you and underscore can talk all about the gaming. Well, I can be over there with his wife with some tea and matcha and be like,
yeah. I mean, that would be a nice That would be a nice collab one day because he's really good at video games.
Yeah.
I know he's still competing. And the thing is, the funny thing about me is that I used to compete
Yeah, you used to
more.
be.
Yeah, I used to, but it's not like I'm that good anymore because in order for you to be like really, really good at video games, you have to practice every day. And
Yeah.
I think is that there's other things that we have to do. Like most of the time, the people that I know who play video games like crazy,
Yeah.
they make this out of
Oh
a
my
career.
God, which reminds me, my little nephew, oh, I love him to death. I need to, I promised him once a month or once every 2 months I was gonna play with him in the Switch. But the thing is, babes, if you're listening to this, your auntie ain't got the energy to play Fortnite. We can do Animal Crossing, which I still have to send this to your dad. But yeah.
Yeah, no, and the thing about it also is the um one of the things is that also whenever it comes with video games, like you need to have time for it. Like right now, usually I play Genshin,
Yeah.
but I mostly do it dailies and try to complete
You
my
know
battle pass.
what episode we also should do like one day, like talk about anime. I know I'm not into it like that like you
I
are,
don't know if you want to get too much into it.
but
Just on the simple fact
maybe
that most of our viewers don't watch it, I have a
that's
feeling that
true.
they're not going to be interested. I mean, I don't mind watching about anime, but the thing is, if I'm going to talk about anime and the
Because
community,
Avatar isn't Avatar.
that's
The
considered
last
anime.
no, the last Airbender is not. That's where I
No,
got
if you say
empathy.
Avatar, you have to say the last Airbender because if you talk about Avatar, people would confuse it with the blue people,
Oh no,
which is completely
I
different.
don't like those
I don't know.
people.
No, the first movie was really
No,
good.
you guys, I'm gonna tell you something.
They did too much, and it was too
with
extra with the second and third.
with those blue people, there's one memory I'm going to share you with you guys before we cut this off because we're about to end this episode. When we went to watch Avatar, it was I don't know what year was that. Did I know you? I don't remember, but it was a long time ago, you guys. But I went with my mom and my sister. We went to get some chicken McNuggets and some things from McDonald's. It was only us three in that huge theater. My mom took a huge nap for those 2 to 3 hours. She fell asleep. And she fell asleep during the previews or whatnot, and she slept throughout the whole thing. And my sister and I, we were looking at each other like, "Is it only us three?" And it was only us three. So we
I think
were like,
maybe it was the second movie.
no, the first one, and we
Really,
moved. Yeah,
made a lot of money.
no.
I'm surprised about it.
But the thing is, we went on a Wednesday at 11 a.m.
That's why, babe.
And there was no one at the theater besides us three.
Nobody goes watch what. Nobody goes to watch a movie on a Wednesday.
Remember,
in the
because no one
morning.
was there. So my mom she just slept in one whole aisle, and my sister and I, we were right in front, like, oh. And then my sister was like, "Sis, but this is good. We were just eating."
Well, the thing about Avatar, I think we're doing a little bit of overtime on our podcast. Well, but the thing about Avatar is that in order for you to enjoy that movie,
Yeah.
especially maybe we can do that because I'm a movie enjoyer when it has a message.
Yeah.
Because, like an example, whenever I watch movies, I like my movies to have a message.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna watch the new scary movie
Oh, yeah.
because the message is that.
Well, we'll talk about that and more in our next one.
Yeah, but anyways, long and short story. I like to have a message, and for me, Avatar is beautiful because it has a message.
Yeah.
But when they did the second and the third, I'm like, yeah, no, you guys are doing too much.
Yeah. Well, anyways, you guys. Well, this was fun. I can't wait to do our next one. How about you?
Well, oh yeah, I cannot wait for our next episode. Maybe hopefully with the next episode we can try to stay more on topic because we just derail.
Well, I mean, it's called the swirl, so anything could happen throughout this conversation.
Yeah,
but it was
we
fun.
just mix it.
It was fun. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for hearing us. Make sure you like and subscribe and, share this with your friends and your family. Let them know that we're here. And if you have any suggestions on what could be the next topic, let us know. Thank you so much for the reviews and for letting us know that you guys like this. This was really fun. And I'll talk to you guys on the next.
Thanks a lot for the support. Thanks a lot for the support. And if you guys have any friends that would like to hear us out, just recommend them our channel, our Spotify as well.
Yep.
Yeah. We're trying to be a little bit more up there with the Spotify because this is mostly for like listening purposes.
Yeah.
Up until we have our videos running.
Yeah, exactly.
Until then, thank you very much for hearing us out and stay swirly.
Bye, guys.